Hi guys! Today I just wanted to show you my lipstick and lips collection, I suppose. So I tried to gather all my lipsticks from all around the house and in all my different bags and whatnot, and put them all into this bag here, which I will go through with you today. Here I have the Tinted Balm by Lana Lips, which has an SPF 30 in the color called Perfect Nude. This is Lana Lips as well, Tinted Balm again, SPF 30, great for us here down under with our harsh Aussie sun. This one's in the color Rhubarb. Next up, I'd like to go through my Hourglass collection. So I've got 6 of them here. I thought I had more, but if I do, I'm not sure where they are. So I actually fell in love with the Hourglass formula when my sister bought me the limited edition trio set for Christmas about 2 years ago. And this is the gold bullet limited edition casing that came with it as well. I think last year's was pink and this year's one is a frosted white and silver. I will go through some of the colors I've got here. This color is called True Love Means. It's a very light pink and I feel like it's almost too light for me, and that's why there's so much of it left. I just feel like I get quite tan easily as well, so doesn't help in the summer when I get darker. Look at that formula, it's so thick and consistent the whole way through. It's really lovely. The next one is called My One Desire. So this one is slightly darker than the previous one. Obviously it's quite usable because that's how much I've got left. And if I just swatch it, a touch darker. Now the color I've got in this one, like you can switch it out however you choose, but currently I've got I Hide My, which is this plummy sort of color. Obviously I've used it a little bit. I find that with these darker colors, you do have to do your eyebrows, well for me anyway, because I've got quite sparse eyebrows. But yeah, I have to do my eyebrows to make them a little bit darker so that it sort of balances out on my face. If I swatch that, quite a dark shade there, but definitely not the darkest that I own. So this one is called I Can't Live Without. This one's quite red, pinky red, strawberry red, I don't know. Anyway, and this one I have a decent amount to go. Time to swatch it. This one is called When I'm Alone, and I feel like this one's darker still. Also not that much to go. I did go through a phase where I was wearing these all the time. I'm a bit lazy nowadays, but I have my moments. So yeah, I feel like that last one that I just swatched, this color here is almost a mix of these two, it feels like. And my last Hourglass lipstick is called You Are My. Now this one, check this out. This is how much I've got left. That's right, I've got nothing left. So I used this one like in the first few months, then tried to buy more lipstick, especially in the Hourglass formula, just because I loved it so much. However, they are quite expensive. And it very quickly took me from not being a Mecca member to being a Mecca level 2 beauty member. So that's how I earned my level 2 ranking. So this one I love, but it's part of the limited edition Christmas set that was 2 years ago. And last year, it didn't come out in the Christmas set. which was unfortunate because it was the one color that I wanted the most. And this year, it doesn't look like it's out again either. So this is my favorite, but haven't been able to find it. I actually saved this. I had to force myself to stop using this so that I could have a bit to use for on my wedding day, which I managed to do. My makeup artist actually had to use like a little cotton swab to kind of take some out and put it on my lips. So I love this color so much, and this became my wedding day lip color. Cool. So that's You Are My, which is my favorite color of all time. Now, just because I haven't been able to find this color released by Hourglass doesn't mean that I was not on the lookout for similar colors by other brands. So in fact, I did find this one. I said I found it, but I actually didn't. My sister had this color and said, hey, this is quite similar to the color you loved. Why don't you try it out and see if it is similar? So this one, Bare Minerals Gen Nude. It's called Everything. This one is not so much a lipstick formula, but more so like a gloss. So it is slightly different because it is glossy, but you'll see the colors are somewhat similar, a little bit. So I've been using this one as my go-to. Let's talk about this one here. This one is by Smashbox. I don't know the name of it, but it was initially released as a Christmas special. And it was such a popular color, this metallic red, that it actually became part of their everyday lineup. It does have this lovely Christmas feel to it. It is a gloss. And like I said, this metallic red, it's just quite beautiful. It's got this lovely metallic quality to it. It's very holiday feeling. My main problem with it is that the color is not exactly consistent every time you put it on, unlike the Hourglass range here. You can see that, you know, it's got this like different sort of thickness look to it. And when actually using it, I often get it on my teeth, which is really frustrating because I don't want metallic red shiny teeth. I don't know how usable it is. I haven't been able to successfully use it, but I still keep it because it's such a lovely color, and every Christmas I get hopeful. I have 3 lipsticks here. They're actually called Lipstick Charms, and they're from Charlotte Tilbury. And this was a set that my sister bought for me when she was, I think when she was in America. The first one I've got here is called Red Carpet Red. And I have a lot of it, especially for a lipstick, mini lipstick charm. Just because I actually find it really hard to wear red lipsticks, and maybe that's just because I'm not that great with applying makeup. I'll do it up here. So it's got quite a pinky sort of color to it, pinky red. I mean, it's very close to like, just like red, but I see a hint of pink, so. And the next one I want to use is this one called Amazing Grace, which is like a light pink. I managed to use more of it. So this one I feel like it's a little bit light for my skin as well. I feel like I don't really do so well with light pinks. I'm not sure why, because I'm pretty sure neutral skin tone, so I thought that meant that I could match with everything, but apparently not. And this last one is called Very Victoria, and I have used this a lot because that's how much is left. Which is a close second to my favorite color, which is You Are My. This one, I actually used it a lot when I was at work because I could just have it in my pocket and it just brought a little bit of color to my lips. so I didn't feel like it was a zombie or anything. And that's that there, which has like it's like a light brownie sort of color. So let's talk NARS. Most of these came in the advent calendar from last year. So I have, let's see, 8, 9, 10. So 10, and this is, mind you, this is after decluttering as well. So I'd like to go through these ones first. They are called the Power Matte Lip Pigment. So these, okay, this one, let's go through it one by one. This one's called American Woman, and it's this, that same sort of brownie pinky color that I find really easy to use. And this tip, this brush tip is it's quite firm. However, on application I actually do quite like it. Give me a sec, I think I need to shake it up. Maybe I'll shake this one up too while I'm at it. Okay. Let's try that again, because that's not how I remember it to be. Okay, that's better, slightly. That's this one here. So what I like about it is that it dries and gives a really nice matte look on your lips, and it stays in position all day. And you find the same thing with this color here as well. It's the Power Matte Lip Pigment range. And what I don't like is that because it's matte and it stays all day, it also dries out your lips quite heavily. This one is called Star Woman. This one here. So it dries out your lips, but like seriously big time. And at the end of the day, when you go to remove your lipstick, you realize that your skin has also like flaked off into these huge dry chunks, and it can be quite painful. So, but then the problem is, you know, you want to moisturize before you use it. But if you moisturize too much before or even during your wear of these, then it loses its stay power, I suppose you could call it that. So it actually works best when you just use it on its own. But then you kind of like have to suck it up and deal with the consequences after, knowing that your lips are going to be really dry and flaky. Oops. This is a lipstick called Rita. And I've got a lot of it. It's quite a bright red. And like I said before, I actually find it quite hard to use reds on a daily basis. Well, not even on a daily basis. I only wear makeup once a week, which is usually a Saturday. But yeah, so that's quite a bright red, but it's quite a lovely sort of red. So yeah, I don't know why I have this many lipsticks, or well, lip products. Like I said, I only wear makeup once a week. So chances are this is gonna last me for like another 20 years. This color here is called Mona. I thought that this one's more usable than the Rita, just because it's that brownie sort of color that I tend to find myself drawn towards. Tolede, I don't know if that's how you say it. That's how I'm saying it. But this one, as you guys probably know, came from my October 2019 level 3 Mecca Beauty Loop box. And there was not that much in this one to begin with, and I do find it quite lovely, easy to use. So I wonder if that's similar to my other one. Okay, let's put it here. Do you think that's similar? I think it's slightly pinker than my favorite color. I'm finding it hard to twist my arm this way. What can you do when you run out of arm space though? Okay, here we go. Here is a lip gloss called Bound. I think there were actually 2 more lip glosses in the advent calendar, but I gave them away. I think possibly to one to my mom and one to my sister. So this color here is called Bound. And I'll just chuck it further up my arm. I feel like that didn't really show up that well. Okay, whatever. But yeah, it's just a lip gloss with like a slight color to it. This is a pretty insane color. This one also came from the advent calendar. So this one is a full-size lipstick and it's called Siouxsie. This color is lovely, but boy do you need strong eyebrows to balance it out. Oh yeah. So I pretty much have like all of it left. I think I've used it about 3 times just because I find it so troublesome having to like really color in my eyebrows before I use this. Now that I see, it's actually pretty similar. Oops, sorry. So this is the Siouxsie color. And now that I'm looking at it, it actually looks pretty similar to this color here in the Hourglass range. Which I believe was called, oh gosh, what was it called? I think it was this one, which was called I Hide My. And finally, we have 3 lip crayons here. These all came in the advent calendar, of course. Now this one you can see is the shortest of the 3, so of course I have to do it first. Because this is one of my favorite ones. In that it's easy to pack and go, and I think the color is very easy and usable. So this color, yes, that's how short it is. It's like almost as big as my lipstick charms. But yeah, so this color is called Do Me Baby. Now if you know anything about NARS colors, they always have some funky name to it. Their most popular blush being the Orgasm. I think there's another one called Climax, I'm not sure. But yes, very attention capturing names. So this one's called Do Me Baby, and I'm just going to, where shall I put it? Put it here. So that's a very nice color. Oh, should I test it out on here as well? I think that's quite similar to that color that I like, the You Are My color. Yeah, I reckon it's pretty similar. I would still shell out the money to buy You Are My though, because I do love the formula. It's quite moisturizing. This one is like, these lip crayons are purely for color. If I wanted to moisturize, I would also add lip balm. This one, this red is really bright, but I feel like it's one of the reds that I can actually pull off, and it's called Dragon Girl. So Dragon Girl has a bit more like pink to it. It's like almost like a hot pink, I'm gonna say. And the final color we've got here is called Let's Go Crazy. Now from the packaging I would have said that this is red, but looking at it on my arm it's a hot pink. And looking from the packaging I'd say this is a hot pink. So let's find out. And indeed it's also a hot pink. So there you have it, all the swatches that I could possibly fit on, because I ended up doing 2 rows. But yes, I feel like I'm missing a few, but I swear this was all that I could find, and I chucked it all in here, so no, that's really empty. So, alright, This is my already decluttered lipstick, lip balm, lip color collection. Also in the sharpener, don't need to see that. I hope you really enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!